So I'm doing this a little bit differently than was shown in the book. Rather than just copying the full-size pattern onto the wood, because I found that it was not really symmetrical, what I'm going to be doing is making a pattern on this thick plastic and trying to use that to transfer both sides being the same that way. And I'll show it to you when I'm done. Okay, well, the pattern is cut out, and we'll see how it goes as far as transferring it over. Nice thing about this is that the bouts are already outlined. I don't have to make two different patterns. The next step is going to be to cut 14.5-inch length for both a piece of MDF as well as this piece of pine. And then I'll be cutting that down using the pattern in a little bit on the bandsaw. Well, I've got the boards secured together and have marked the positions for the countersunk screws that hold the two boards together. I've got to countersink them because I've actually got to plane quite a bit of wood off the top of these. And this is the drill press that I inherited and fixed the Widowmaker wiring on it. Because my pine board has a bit of a cup to it, I decided to add a couple of extra hold-down screws, countersunk hold-down screws that are not in the plans. Hopefully it won't get in the way. Alrighty, after a lot of planing, I think it took me at least about the last hour and a half of just planing. Finally got the two boards combined down to dimensions that they're supposed to be. And I wish I'd started out with the right dimension lumber if I could have found it. Either that or a planer. I don't have that either. Okay, onward and forward. I'm going to mark the diagram now. The pattern is now transferred onto the wood for the form. And next step is to drill some holes and then go to the bandsaw. Alright, well, all the holes are drilled now, and there are holes here just to get the bandsaw to turn a corner, and these 1/2-inch holes are actually going to be used for some elastic band clamps to clamp the sides on. And then there's these two holes that are for some 3/8-inch bolts that go down and press the two halves apart later in the process. And it turned out that these two holes, the book says to drill holes for a 3/8-inch machine screw. What I found was that a 3/8-inch bit was the wrong size. I just tested it out on another piece of wood, and I actually ended up using a 28/64 bit, which allows the bolt to actually thread in and will be able to press against the other side. So anyway, that's where we're at, and I think I can leave it at that for the day, and I'll do the bandsawing tomorrow.